Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom on this channel and we talk about it in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you have come to the right place and we are so happy to have you here. Today is Saturday. We talk on Saturday most of the time about things we didn't get to talk about the rest of the week, but today we have some big news that came in about the Crystal Lake TV show. The Crystal Lake TV show has apparently cast their adult Jason Voorhees, but there is a catch, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so there's been a lot of question about whether or not the Jason Voorhees in the Crystal Lake TV show will be an adult, or they will even cast the adult version of Jason Voorhees in the series. And it's been speculated that this isn't even going to revolve around him, that it's only going to revolve around Pamela. Now, this has been confirmed for the most part that the show will be a prequel. But then you have the people that have been saying, even like me, that I thought that we would see an adult Jason Voorhees at some point within the show. And maybe, just maybe, we would get some sort of flash forward of Jason Voorhees and we would be seeing him do his thing while having these flashbacks or prequel type of things going on with his mom as well, which would have been really cool. I think we have a clever enough audience out there in TV land that we don't have to worry about whether or not it would be confusing to people to jump from Pamela Voorhees' past to Jason Voorhees' future. I don't think that we would have that much of a problem with that as an audience. However, it has been said several times that they weren't sure that this was the direction they were going to go. At one point it was, and then it wasn't, and then it was. It's been a big confusing mess. I have maintained on this channel, though, that I thought we would see an adult Jason Voorhees in the show, and we are going to get that. However, it's sort of a catch-22. We get to see the adult Jason Voorhees, but it's not how you're thinking. So this is what was actually said. So this article is from Joe Blow. And it says, Crystal Lake has cast the adult Jason Voorhees. The article goes on to tell us, on Halloween of 2022, it was announced that Friday the 13th screenwriter Victor Miller, fresh off winning the U.S. copyright to the 1980 film after a lawsuit that stretched for years, was teaming up with his lawyer, Mark Toberoff, franchise rights holder Rob Barsaman, production company A24, and the Peacock streaming service, as well as showrunner Brian Fuller, whose credits included Hannibal and Pushing Up Daisies, to develop a new Friday the 13th streaming series called Crystal Lake. Now, things were moving ahead and everything was looking good, but then they had problems behind the scenes and things started to look like maybe they weren't going to happen. Well, then they switched everybody out, and it was supposed to be something completely different. Under this new guideline, we got back on track in late August with the hiring of new showrunner Brad Caleb Kane, who also serves as the co-showrunner and executive producer of It Welcome to Derry, the It prequel series that is coming soon to HBO. So we got both our Jason actor for our young Jason and the actress who will be playing his mom. However, Crystal Lake's version of Pamela is believed to be the mother who had given up her singing career to raise a special needs child and takes a dark turn when she loses her son. This indicated that would give us a glimpse into the Voorhees family life before Jason's drowning. Then show Pamela on her homicidal rampage being extended into a retelling of at least a portion of the original movie. Now, of course, those events led to the emergence of adult Jason Voorhees. Now, the folks at Dread Central were informed by reliable publication insiders that adult Jason Voorhees will be showing up at least some point in the first season of Crystal Lake. Dread Central was told that this adult Jason is being played by 6'4" stuntman Skylar White, whose credits include VHS 1985, Haunt, Little Evil, and The Bye-Bye Man. White specializes in stunts, being the owner of the Ohio Burn Unit Entertainment Company and holding multiple Guinness World Records for all types of fire stunts. So if they ever want to set Jason on fire, he'd be ready for it. White's adult Jason is expected to appear in just one of the season's 8 episodes. I should also note that Zachary Branch is also said to be playing an adult version of Jason Voorhees in Crystal Lake's TV series. However, he is a bit on the thinner side, not quite as big as Jason should be. So my thought is maybe he's playing a very young adult Jason, and the stuntman could in fact be playing another version of Jason, which only adds credence to my thought process that we could get to see more of Jason Voorhees than we think. So this is not really what fans were hoping for. This is not what fans were hoping for, but at least one episode of this particular season. And it's been rumored that this would be sort of this flash forward sort of thing of us seeing Jason, or maybe Jason looking at Jason, or his mom seeing what Jason would become. I don't know how they would actually do this. I've heard several different speculations going on, but here's the thing about that I'm going to take with a positive outlook, is that we're getting adult Jason in at least one of the episodes. And if we're getting this adult Jason, why would they actually do this? Why would they show us this and then just tease us with it with one episode? I think it might be very likely that what we're going to be seeing is that version of Jason in whatever final we get. Whatever the final episode of the season is could lead us into something big. It could lead us into the adult Jason. Maybe it is sort of this premonition, if you will. And even if that's the case, they now have an adult Jason that has been cast. So I think it's possible, with the season rumored to be taking up at least part of the first movie, that makes a little sense to me that you would cast the adult Jason Voorhees, show him in the season finale, and then continue on with that the next season. It makes a little bit of sense. Maybe Jason wasn't as young as you thought he was when he saw his mom get taken out. That could be something that we could potentially see happen at the beginning of the next season, and then it would make a lot more sense to have that adult Jason moving forward with season 2 and beyond. And I think that's very much what they could choose to do here. However, I don't know this for sure. It's all been speculated, and there's been rumors, and I've heard rumors that he just sees himself as a reflection of this adult Jason, and that's all we get. But whatever the case may be, are you excited about the fact that they cast an adult Jason, or do you think that this is a mistake? Do you think that this is going to be something that they're just going to use to tease us, or are you equally as hopeful as I am that we might just get to see a lot more of him in season 2? But whatever you guys are thinking, make sure you leave me a comment in the comment box below letting me know what you think. Also, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of this crazy conversation. Then make sure you are hitting that like button. The algorithm needs help, and we need the help. Go ahead and hit that like button if you've liked this video. And if you like our content, you might as well hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, next to it is that notification bell so you never miss a single video we do. So friends, you know it and I know it. At the end of the day, fandom is family.